Welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Josh Filomeno. The men's baseball team are fresh off a win versus Rhode Island. They look to use this momentum against Dayton at home. We pick it up in the third inning now. Dayton up 7-3. Freshman David Hall at the plate with runners at the corners. And he crushes this pitch to right field. It's a 3-run home run, cutting the Flyers' lead to 1. Very next inning now. Temple's Steve Visnick's up on the mound for Cole Tyree, who's got the bases loaded, and he sends everyone home with this grand slam. But Temple would answer right back as Tony Giacino joins the party here. He would crush this pitch. It's a 2-run homer, cutting the deficit in half as well, but Temple would not be enough as they lost this one 25-11, and they would go on to lose their next 2 contests, falling to 3-20 on the year. Temple's athletes are in the national spotlight again, but this time it's at the club level. Both the Owls men's and women's rugby clubs became the champions of the Mid-Atlantic Rugby Football Union. By winning their respective championships, both clubs qualified for the National Collegiate Championships. The women are going in the tournament as a 1 seed and the men enter as a 3. The championships will be held in Sanford, Florida from April 16th to the 18th. And the biggest story around town is the Philadelphia Eagles trading Pro Bowl quarterback Donovan McNabb to the Washington Redskins on Easter Sunday. The Birds received the 37th overall pick in this month's NFL draft and a conditional 3rd or 4th round pick in the 2011 draft. During his 11-year span with the team, McNabb leaves the nest as the Eagles' all-time leader in passing yards, passing touchdowns, and career wins. Whenever you attend a Phillies game, the most recognizable figure there is the wild and crazy Philly fanatic. But as Update's Belmo Mares reports, Citizens Bank Park is not the only place to spot the famous mascot.
The Philadelphia Tourism Marketing Corporation have teamed up to launch the Fanatic Around Town Public Arts Project. Displayed at well-chosen Philadelphia points of interest, the 100-pound, 5-feet-tall statues are designed to promote Philadelphia tourism and the Phillies.
It's a great way for families and visitors and even people who live in the city who love the Fanatic and love the Phillies. Both are great ambassadors of the city. To take a tour around to a lot of the public attractions that we have here in Philadelphia.
20 different local artists have been chosen to give each Fanatic its own personality. One has a Van Gogh theme, another pays homage to former Phillies greats. Public response to the statues have been extremely favorable.
There's one woman who is training for the breast cancer race, who is training by going around to all of the different Fanatics. There's a couple who's about to get married who, once they heard about this, decided that all of the centerpieces of their tables were going to be pictures of the different Fanatics.
All summer long, you'll have a chance to pose with the Fanatic right here at the Please Touch Museum, or here at the Kimmel Center. Wow, this guy's everywhere, even here at the Philadelphia Zoo. For a complete list of all the locations where you can spot the Philly Fanatic, log on to Phillies.com. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Belmo Mares.
Recognizable figure in all of sports.
I really can't imagine going to Phillies game without seeing the Fanatic.
Me neither.
Thanks, Josh. And now it's time once again for the Update Music Trivia Question of the Week.
Here's Colleen Shea.
Only for musicians, many famous comedians are honored with a category called Best Comedy Album. It's a prestigious honor, but only one comedian takes home the Grammy each year. That brings us to this week's music trivia question. What comedian holds the record for most Grammy wins for Best Comedy Album? Is it A, Richard Pryor, B, Bill Cosby, or C, George Carlin? I'll be back in 60 seconds with the answer.